Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Alert! Alert! Ready!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go, here we go! Ready?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. All play action. Here's Hooker. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Hooker. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Montgomery going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now a bootleg with Hooker. Pass Swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw. Bauer. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. To about the 40-yard line. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Hooker. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, They've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
St. Brown in motion right. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got...
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hurry, 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 hurry. Steady.
He's going to try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away from that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And the Vikings had 1-6 now. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Off the play fake, Bauer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Bauer. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Back to throw. Bauer. That's going to be caught. Arcega right side. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Arcega right side. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Miles Sanders. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Bauer going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hooker now off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing to start the drive. Bauer.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Looking to throw. Bauer.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bauer, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Bauer going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Trap 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing. Hooker. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
He's going to try and take off with it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game,
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jeff Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Go check, go check.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Bauer. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Okay, great. Dragon 60.
On 1st down, Bauer going up top. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
This to Laporta, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. An option handoff given to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
60 Eagles, 18, 5 years. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Hooker now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
19 right.
Here's Hooker. It's caught inside the 25. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw. Bauer. Cooks on the quick slant. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Bronco 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Bauer.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Bauer.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Looking to throw. Bauer. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Here's 1st down.
7 Pirates, Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Beckham. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3.
18-yard line. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw, Hooker.
And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but